Tell you what, folks, I heard something today, and I've got an opinion on it. I do have on most things. I'm going to upset the odd person or two because I do on most things, but I'm not doing it to upset. I'm not doing it on purpose. But one of the talking points on one of the shows this morning, they said, you might have seen that there's been a lot in the press over the last few weeks since old STARMER's got in about this big black hole they found in the government, this 20 billion or whatever it is that's gone missing. And he seems to be looking at the pensioners to try and claw some money back with various schemes. I think one of the things he's done is he stopped the winter fuel payments unless you're on pension credit. And, you know, I sort of get it. I mean, I'm getting to that age myself now. But I sort of get it, how he's trying to balance the books. I get that. I get that he's got to target pensioners as well as everybody else for various things. I get that. I understand if you've got pensioners, some that have retired, maybe with no mortgages, might have loads and loads of money in the bank, loads of properties. I get how they don't really need that £100, £200, £300 a year, whatever it is. You know, I would much have preferred it rather than stop everybody. If certain pensioners came forward and said, we don't need it, just don't do it. But I know it doesn't happen that way. So I get what he's doing. I get what he's doing there. But part of me thinks, again, pensioners being hit again. You know, there's folk that aren't on pension credit, that haven't got great savings, they've got a wicked cost of living. I mean, food and fuel and everything else is killing them. You know, they've no leeway, they've nothing, they've no money, they're struggling desperately, they're struggling on a nightly basis. And they're wrapped up in blankets and so on and so forth, and they can't get warm, and that can't be right. So I've got real sympathy for those folk. But I heard something today, and I thought, that can't be right. They're saying they're talking of taking it away from expats. And I'm thinking, surely expats are those that live or work abroad, aren't they? I even looked it up because I knew I was right, but I thought, I don't want to make a fool of myself here. I'm making a fool of myself telling you this because I knew it anyway, but I've just looked it up earlier. Expat is somebody that lives or works abroad. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. They might have been over here for years. They might have paid the taxes because I know what that's what they'll say. But I thought, you can't be living abroad and getting the winter fuel payments. Now, I know that they did. I'd forgotten it, but I've read it before. But now everyone's tightening the belts, and with the cost of living crisis, and when he's taking it off your normal run-of-the-mill pensioners, I'm thinking, how on earth can they be paying it to folks that don't even live in? Now, the thing is this, folks. Yes, they may have paid the taxes. They might well have done. You might be listening from abroad. You might have paid them yourselves. But 80%, I would suggest, of folks that are living abroad, and maybe even more than that, are living probably in Europe, in your Spains, your Frances, your Portugals and all that palaver, the Turkeys, and they're probably lovely and warm. Yeah, they'll get winter times over there, but nothing like we get here. They'll be a lot warmer. They won't need it. And most of them that are living over there because there's a much, 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 much lower cost of living. They're living a better life, in a better place. They're reaping the rewards from that. The fact that we're giving them winter fuel payments as well when they're not even over here to accept them and to get warm over here, I think he's morally wrong. I don't think it's right. So I think that should have come off the table straight away. I think before you start looking at pensioners, you should have looked at pensioners that are living abroad that don't even live here. Take it off them, no problem at all. But as I say, those that aren't on pension credits that are close to the breadline, I'm not sure it should come off them at all. I'm really, really not. They're struggling at the moment, Kay. They're really struggling. You know, you've got to look after those of Britain that haven't got it. You really have. But expats getting it? No, it's not for me. I take it off them. As I say, I'm going to upset some folk. But it's what I do. Am I right, folks? Am I wrong? I think more of you will say I'm probably wrong, but I'm still going to stick my neck out and say it. And even if more of you do, I still believe what I think. I stick to my beliefs, and that's me. Rightly or wrongly.